Hello, good morning. Welcome to another Saturday sewing video that starts with me heading to the quilt store. I only need one thing. I need basting spray, but who knows what I'm going to end up with. Yeah, let's go shop. Okay, hi, I'm back from the quilt store and I got a little Starbucks. But you want to see what I got from the quilt store real quick? The only reason I went in there was to get some basting spray because today I'm sewing and I am working on a bag project that I'll show you in a minute. Okay, I got 2 yards of this beautiful Dwell by Camille Ross Kelly fabric. I have a fat quarter bundle, not of the whole Dwell line, but like one of the petite fat quarter bundles that Fat Quarter Shop sells. And I don't know, I just thought maybe I'd get 2 yards to use as a border if I ever use that fat quarter bundle to make a quilt. Or this fabric's just gorgeous and I'll add 2 yards to my stash. I don't know. Whatever, I bought it. Then I got a couple of half yards. You know I can't resist a heart print like at all. And then I got this awesome little hot pink with red polka dot. No plans, just adding these to stash because, you know. Then I saw that they had all of the Urban Chicks Halloween fabric, and I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago, maybe it was 2 years ago now, that Urban Chicks did the kitty corn line and I made that wall hanging. I'll put a picture in. I think it was 2 years ago. I can't remember now. And so I had resisted buying any of the Halloween stuff because it's so similar to kitty corn. But then I saw it in person and they had the panel, which I think the panels are selling out a lot of places, but they had like 20 of these panels. So if anybody can't find one online somewhere, look at, call Honeybee. I'm sure they'll ship one to you. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Here's what the panel looks like. Ah! Oh, I freaking love it. Okay, so I got the panel and then I got 3 half yards from the fabric line. And I tried to just grab a couple half yards or a few half yards of ones that look a little bit different from the kitty corn line because I'm pretty sure I still have some kitty corn in my fabric stash. So I got this one with the little bats. Oh my God, so cute. This one is my favorite. It is this little circle print, but with like candies and motifs inside. Oh, so cute. And then this little like picnic tablecloth style, but with little spiders. Okay, so cute. That is my little fabric haul. I'm gonna eat my little egg bites and drink my coffee, and then I will show you what I'm gonna be sewing on today. Right, here is what we are working on today. It is the Emerson crossbody fanny pack belt bag. I've been informed that the youths of today are calling them belt bags, so that is what I will call it. And I decided to do a color blocked version like one of the samples that the designer shows in her pattern. And so I picked, actually I have a clip last night of me working on my fabric selection, so I'll put that in here. And so as you can see, I wanted to use up like all of my Soft and Stable and Bosal scraps. So I have like this pile of scraps. So some of them are fusible, some of them are not. And so the ones that were fusible, I went ahead and got fused together and prepped for quilting. But these ones are not fusible, and I had run out of my basting spray. So I've got more basting spray so I can get everything all nice and together and quilted so that we can make our bag. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to make this. So I'm gonna get started with the quilting. Although, you know, I need to decide what thread color I want to use. And I have a pretty good selection of these cotton and steel threads, so maybe I will do like a custom color, like red to red, yellow to yellow. Yeah, okay, I think that's the plan. Yeah, let me get things set up and I'm gonna start quilting all my little panels. Okay, so I got all of my parts and pieces prepped and ready to quilt. I started marking my lines. I want to do a 3/4 inch grid quilting line, crosshatch, but it was taking too long to mark every 3/4 inch line, so I switched to marking just every 1.5 inch. So I'll just eyeball the center lines and we'll see how that works out. I did mark all of my pieces using my favorite Pilot friction pen that is heat erasable. And because I get comments on it every time I use it, yes, I am aware that in certain cold situations, this mark can come back. I've never had a problem with it. I'm not putting my finished goods in the freezer or traveling with them to any ice cold locations. So I have never had any of my marks reappear, but you know, do your own research if you're afraid of using this erasable pen, but I absolutely love it. I'll put a link to the specific one that I use in the description box below if you're interested. And I am going to use matching thread to my fabric. So right now I have a white and white in my top thread in my bobbin. So I'm going to quilt this piece first since I need white on top and white on bottom. But I am going to be switching out my thread to match all of my little panels. Setting my stitch length to a 3.0, and I am just using my normal kind of clear presser foot that came with my Juki. Okay, so that is one panel quilted. That took about 10 minutes. I'm gonna hit it with the iron to remove the lines. And then I need to start switching out my thread so I can get all of the rest of these quilted. I think getting all of these quilted might actually be the longest part of this process. We will find out, but yeah, I'm so happy with this lining fabric that I found to match. This is actually scraps left over from a baby quilt I made for my almost 3-year-old niece Isla. It was the looper quilt. Hopefully I have a picture of it to show you. And yeah, so these are kind of all scraps left over. This is what I used on the back of her quilt to match all the solid colors, and I think it's so cute. Okay, so let me get the rest of these panels quilted. Okay, I got all of my panels quilted. It probably took me about an hour, maybe a little longer than an hour to get them all quilted, because I did change the top thread on all of them to kind of custom quilt the panels, and I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. So let me show you what I'm working with, and then I'm gonna get everything cut down to size. But yeah, let me flip this camera around. I set it up like this because I just took a little picture for Instagram. But yes, I have these sulky cotton and steel branded threads that I get as part of my Ruby Star Society quarterly club from Fat Quarter Shop. I know it sounds a little backwards, but Ruby Star Society used to be cotton and steel. And so anyways, these threads, we still get we still get cotton and steel threads, even though the designers are now called Ruby Star. Either way, I'm always happy to have these kind of one-off colorful threads, because they come in so handy when doing projects like this where you're trying to match a thread color to a fabric. I just used white on that one, the red, the yellow, and the teal. Really, really pleased with how this quilting looks. And then white in the bobbin for the lining side, which this lining could not be more perfect. Okay, cool. Let me get everything cut down to size. Working on putting in the zipper now, and this thing is going to be way too cute. I am so excited about this. The reason I'm not filming every step is because this is a paid for pattern. Of course, I will have it linked down below in case you want to make one of these, but I'll still film some more bits and pieces while I put this together. And of course, I will show you the finished result. But for now, I think I'm going to take a little break to hang out with Rob and get some food. So I will be back in a minute. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Sunday. I don't even think I said at the start of the video that it's Memorial Day weekend, which means I have a 3-day weekend, which means instead of this actually being Sunday, it's really Saturday 2.0. And in case you're curious, I did almost finish my fanny pack last night. There's still one thing that's left to be done, but oh my gosh, I freaking love it. So I got the whole bag put together last night. I just have the inside to finish. So of course, as soon as I do that, I will show it off to you completely. Well, I got distracted last night and forgot to end the video or film anything else. So we're back for round 2. It's Memorial Day weekend, which usually here means it's hot and sunny. I mean, sometimes it's rainy. It is spring here, but this weekend is like 80s, super humid, off and on rain. It's not good. I really wanted to swim yesterday. I really wanted to get in the pool, have a nice little cocktail. I hope it's not too loud out here with all the cars and birds. But we just had like a middle of the afternoon and then an evening thunderstorm. So yeah, there was no swimming yesterday, and it looks like it's going to be more of the same today, which means no swimming today, meaning I'm just going to sew all day, I think. And yeah, I'll show you what else I get up to, and of course I'll show you this guy in more detail as soon as I get it finished in the next hour or so. Okay, I did it. I finished my belt bag. I absolutely love how this turned out. But funny story, I was just outside filming some clips of me wearing it and using it to insert into this video, and it's so windy outside that my whole tripod knocked over. My camera hit the ground. Not my phone, my camera, like my digital camera. I'm a little worried I broke it, but I'm not gonna think about that right now. I will deal with that later. First, I just want to be excited and proud of my finished belt bag. So here it is, all done. I am so happy with how this turned out. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the pattern and how I found the instructions to be and what I did differently for mine. So I guess the first thing I did differently is that I color blocked mine instead of using one fabric. The pattern gives you instructions to quilt your fabric in a big square and then cut all the pieces you need out of it, which is definitely the easier way to go. Since I decided to use different fabric pieces for all of the different parts, you know, I had to do a little bit of figuring on what size pieces to quilt so I could get all of my pieces cut out. And then I decided to use some funky, chunky zippers from Amazon that I will link for you down below if you're interested. They come in 10 packs of multicolors, so you will end up with way more zippers than you need. But if you like to make bags, you know, it's kind of handy to have zippers laying around. I'm always using them. So yeah, but of course you can just use like a standard zipper that you find at Joann's or Michael's. You don't have to buy specialty zippers. I just really like the way these look with my funky colors. This like color blocking just looks so 90s to me, and fanny packs in general are so 90s to me that I just had to make mine funky and cool. So yeah, and especially I feel like the belt wings that they have, or bat wings I think they call them, to hold on the belt portion really add to the like authenticity of the belt bag look. So I think this pattern overall is excellent. The only thing I really did different besides color blocking is that it does call for an interior pocket in the lining, but I never tend to use those. They're kind of small. This outside one is what I'm going to use for my cell phone. It fits perfectly in there. So everything else, like wallet, sunglasses, keys, everything else can just get dumped in the center, no problem. It's not a big bag. You're not going to lose anything at the bottom of it. And I always like to use a light colored lining so I can see what's inside my bag. I'm really impressed that it holds everything that was in my crossbody purse. So I don't lose any storage. It's slightly longer, but slightly shorter than my crossbody purse. So a really similar size, and I just couldn't be more happy with how this turned out, honestly. It's super comfortable to wear around my waist. It's super comfortable to wear across my chest. And I think this is gonna get a lot of use this summer. So I think that's where I'm gonna leave you today with this sewing vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.